fit it in there? That's it.
One, I think that the alleged victim may be logged into Zoom and be present, and she may want to address the court on this. Secondly, our response to this.
So if you don't know what's going on here, that guy right there, right here, bottom left, he had a protection order on him, and he violated it by quote unquote going in the wrong county, going in the wrong county on the boat or something stupid. And the person that has the, I swear to God, this always happens. Person who had the order protection against him wants to speak to the court. I'm guessing saying, I no longer, don't want him in my life, and I love him. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, so they're asking to see if he can not get jail time. Let's see if this will work. Right here.
So we don't dispute that there was.
I'm back. I was super tired. I was about to fall asleep, dude. So I literally immediately went and laid down and took a quick nap, which is very unusual for me. Anyway.
This is a situation in which.
Thought I'd let you know why I just got up and left out of nowhere.
Out of here from 2020. There's also a case.
All right, I can't progress. It's impossible. There's nobody here. There's nobody here, dude. I cannot progress.
And that's again why I believe the alleged victim is present, and I would ask the court to consider talking to her about it. I don't think there was anything in regards to the contact that alleged to have been violent or even unwanted. They just simply didn't realize.
That means nothing.
Again, I think this is a
Don't
situation
matter.
where they just didn't realize this provision was still out there prohibiting that contact.
The court finds you in criminal contempt based upon those statements, Mr. Cooper.
Fuck, dude. I can't
challenge the allegations, but it does not appear.
What am I gonna do?
You were in contact with Ms. Dinizone, however I pronounce her last name. So, Mr. Church, I'll provide you a hearing. You'll have it right now if you want to have that hearing. But I intend to find Mr. Cooper in indirect criminal contempt of court based upon a clear violation. And I do not accept any confusion that was suggested or implied.
All right, so believe it or not, there's a lot to unpack here. Because typically, a defense attorney's not going to ask the victim to come out and speak unless they're going to be speaking good on the defendant. And situations like that are usually related to relationships.
I don't know what to
Boyfriend,
do.
husband, wife. Second of all, the defense attorney, I don't know if he meant to do this or not, but he's pretty much already said, hey, we're not disputing that he had contact with her. We're just saying it was an honest mistake. Well, playing by the book, I mean, he technically confessed to the violation of the protective order. Ain't really nothing he can do to fight it now, but maybe that's what he wanted. He knows it's a one-way in, one-way out cul-de-sac.
Actually, I think it was her that was here.
So he weighed his options and said, probably throwing himself at the mercy of the courts, letting the victim speak on the defendant's behalf, might persuade the judge to, even though he's guilty of having contact with her, not give him no time. Right? I think that's the route the defense attorney's taking.
This case has been pending for years. It's very serious in nature, as Mr. Cooper is well aware. He's charged with a 10-year felony as habitual for it. He knows very well what the charges are and what the maximum punishment is. It's also very clear to me that there has been multiple problems on bond. And so with all of that backdrop, I do not intend to ignore this or excuse it as a mistake or misunderstanding because it does not need to be that. And so my intention is to impose a short period of jail as a result of the violation. If in fact I find Mr. Cooper guilty,
Inquest.
again, fundamentally, based upon what you've told me, Mr. Trush, I don't expect that you will want a hearing because you've acknowledged that there's been a violation. But if you want a hearing, you're entitled to it.
So the judge is saying, you know, you can go ahead with the hearing, but you pretty much already admitted to guilt, like I just got done speaking to y'all about. But this is the thing. My boat was kind of steering in the defendant's direction, right? Yeah, that kind of makes sense. His protective order was up in one county, and it was an honest mistake. He thought it was up in the other county as well. Stuff happens like that sometimes.
Try to
You know,
progress,
you could get
see what
confused,
happens.
lose track of the court dates or whatever, you know, but the judge said something that steered the boat in a totally different direction. This dude is a 4-time habitual offender with past issues on bond. I'm sure there's plenty more on that paperwork the judge read that makes him feel as though this dude's lying and knew exactly what he was doing, right? So that's why I like the courtroom, man. You can start believing one way, and then you hear someone else speak on the situation, like the judge or the prosecutor, and it will change your whole outlook on everything. Crazy, right? Words. They're powerful.
My intention would be to put Mr. Cooper in jail for probably 10 days as a result of violation.
Yup.
Dang.
Him to understand the exact provisions that he is in violation of and that he is bound by. I would then intend to reinstate bond after that 10-day period. If you're willing to accept that, that's fine. If you're not, we're going to have a hearing. But that's my
All
intention.
right, let's
because it is
see.
absolutely clear to me that Mr. Cooper was aware, despite
Oh.
your protestation or his protestation, that he misunderstood. This matter is not acceptable to the court for so many reasons. So, Mr. Trush, did you need a moment to talk to Mr. Cooper about his desires or his plans going forward?
So, Your Honor, if I could make a suggestion to the court, and
Well, you can't make a suggestion to me, but you can certainly take me up on my offer to talk to the client, or just proceed however you want to proceed.
No suggestions. The only thing you need to suggest is to your defendant 10 days in jail or not. Oh man, this dude is as good as smoke. Bobby, tap it one time, warm him up. Yep, it's starting to smell like a charcoal brisket in here.
But I'm not going to take suggestions at this juncture.
and Your Honor, what I meant is in terms of how to proceed going forward. It was our intentions today to offer a plea in this case, and I would suggest to the court that in terms of procedurally how to proceed, if the court would consider setting the sentencing
Would do.
at the same time, I think it would give us an opportunity to present the court with some of the information. Again, not necessarily in terms of again, not necessarily in terms of the contact, but how the court should respond to that.
Alright, so we got some twists and turns here. The defense said that he has a plea deal for the case at hand, which is, I don't even know what the charges are that he violated the protective order on, but he's trying to do both of them at once. This case was from, what, 2020? He's still out on bond for it? Yeah, let's do the plea deal and get sentenced to both of them at the same time.
lined and
In order for him to have
carved
a plea deal
wood.
to give to the court said when he's a defendant is in agreement with it already. So I don't know, man. Let's find out if the judge can agree to
In
both at
what
the same
line?
time or what.
Well, I know how I'm going to respond to it. I've already told you how I'm going to respond to it. If today is the day for the motion,
Yeah, he's screwed.
there is no question that there's been a violation. The only question is how I should proceed. And again, you can make your arguments and I'll hear them. The prosecutor can make her arguments and I'll hear them. I would imagine the prosecutor is going to ask for more than what I told you I intend, and I imagine you'll ask for less.
I just made
All
2.
I also
What are you
say
talking
is
about?
Come to my conclusion that today's the day that's going to happen. If you want to also enter a plea agreement today, that's fine. But my intention remains the same. Again, understanding that I'll give you the opportunity to argue.
Your Honor, then I would ask that we be permitted to tender that plea, and then again, I would ask the court to check. I think that the alleged victim is now.
Oh, what was the other one?
Oh.
Oh.
Ask the court to
Yeah.
check on that.
She is in the waiting room, but at this point, Mr. Trush, I don't intend to hear from her because at this point, this is not an evidentiary hearing. And based upon what you've told me so far, none of what she would say would have any effect on anything because even if, for example, I believed and Ms. Gindazone told me that
That
she
quick,
thought
huh?
there was something dropped, that does not make any difference because it was not dropped. And there should have been no misunderstanding of that on Mr. Cooper's behalf. And so while I understand that you would want to offer her, this is not an evidentiary hearing. You've not demanded one and you've made concessions that there was violations. And so anything that I would hear from this given zone would
Oh, I got-
not likely have any impact on my exercise of discretion. And so I recognize you would want me to hear from her. I'll hear from her as the law requires at a sentencing hearing.
Oh,
but not at-
dang.
Well, that's not good. Don't even care to hear what the victim has to say. It's already set in stone for you, buddy. But maybe he's just speaking about the, violation of protective order thing, contempt of court situation. When it comes down to the plea deal, I think it would be important for the judge to hear what the victim has to say when it comes down, of course, like you said, the sentencing, but not so much for this sentencing when it comes to him violating the protective order. I know it's getting kind of confusing, but it's what happens when you keep going back to the same girl and getting in trouble over and over again.
Your Honor, I don't want to lose my job. Is there any way I can go upon this?
Mr.
Not lose my
Cooper,
job?
Probably shouldn't have said that.
You right now, I'm going to hear from your attorney for a variety of reasons, most important of which is you're still facing life in prison for this underlying offense.
Oh my God.
And so until I
Yeah.
hear whether or not
You might want to shut your mouth.
and what the nature of those pleas are, I'm not going to hear from you. I understand why you would want to be heard, but I'm not going to hear from you irrespective of that desire right now. Mr. Cruz, what else do you have?
Falcon's Reach. What was that? Oh, no. Close that.
Count 2, possession of, I'm sorry.
Maybe
correction,
this
count
was
2,
it.
Possession of, and added count 4.
I gotta go get arrows.
So that would be a domestic violence 93-day, $500 maximum. Is that right?
While that opens.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it sounds like he has a list of charges, but if he pleads guilty to count 2, felonious inebriants, and it sounds like a misdemeanor domestic violence.
Let's put these guns away. We don't even use these.
It's misdemeanor time, of course. First offense, domestic. Okay, so he has habitual offense, probably from inebriants or just felonies in general. Either way,
Actually,
the habitual
I gotta make
is gonna
something
give him
else.
a higher sentence regardless. Always does. It's like a gun enhancement, gang enhancement, and stuff like that. Normal crimes, if you weren't part of a gang, you get less time. But since you're part of a gang, you're getting more time. Since it's your first offense, you're getting less time. Well, it's your fourth offense, you're getting more time. You see how it works? That's how it works.
Is that right, Mr. Cruz?
That is correct.
Mr. Cooper, did you hear the terms of that plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that how you wanted to proceed is by accepting the terms of that plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is your right hand?
Yeah, he's screwed.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cooper, under this plea agreement, you're offering to plead guilty to count 2 entitled controlled substance possession of methamphetamine. That offense is a felony offense. The maximum potential punishment for that felony is up to 10 years in the state prison system and/or a fine of up to $15,000.
Dang.
You're
It's
also
better
offering
than
to
life
plead
in
guilty to
prison.
What's called an added count 4. That added count 4 is known as
More of those
domestic
things.
violence. Domestic violence is a misdemeanor offense, punishable by a maximum of 93 days
Sickles?
in jail and/or a
No.
fine of up to $500. If you plead guilty to those 2 offenses, possession of methamphetamine and domestic violence, the prosecutor would then dismiss count 1, the assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation. Count 3, controlled substance possession of the controlled
Damn,
substance
strangulation. What the
as well as
fuck?
the habitual offender 4th offense
Climate
notice,
fix, that's
which,
what I
as
was looking
stated
for.
before, could have the effect of elevating those 2
So I need a
first
pole.
offenses up to
That's
life
what she
in prison.
said.
Man, oh
What
man, ladies
up?
and gentlemen, this is a prime example of why people jump on those plea deals so quick. Because this one's sweet. Regardless of how much time he's going to get for it, that doesn't matter. They say
Gilded
plead guilty to those
lumber.
2 charges that we already spoke about, and they'll drop the
Some
first
pole.
one, which was a felony assault strangulation.
Oh.
And that being on a 1,
Oh, it's
man,
already
is
done.
something you do
Shit.
not want on your record. With that kind of paperwork in some cell blocks and some prisons, it's a damn death sentence, right? So, pleading guilty to these other 2 charges, they're gonna drop that serious one. Not to mention the habitual, which cranks those other charges up to a life sentence. If he doesn't take the plea, then he's gonna face all of them. You know, it's a scary situation, but like I said, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Plea deals 100%. Can't risk having that felonious assault on my record. And I ain't trying to risk going to prison for life. Alright, let's find out what he's gonna do.
Wait, what?
Are you aware of the terms of the plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you want to take advantage of it by entering pleas to count 2 and count 4.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the maximum penalties that you can face for possession of methamphetamine and domestic violence.
Boom.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the benefit of the
Nice.
plea agreement that you
Check
get
these
at
out.
Count 3, count 1, and the habitual 4th district.
Nice.
Yes,
Wish there's a little more gold on them.
If you plead guilty, Mr. Cooper, you will no longer have.
Alright, let's see if I got the right one this time.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what that means is, following any plea, your appeal rights are limited. You would have to ask the Court of Appeals for permission to appeal. It's not an automatic right. You understand that?
Angry Joe has TDS big time. I stopped watching him. No thanks.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
As to the count 2 possession of methamphetamine, then what is your plea?
Plus,
I'm sorry, is it no contest?
I don't know why I watch
or,
him. Like,
guilty
I don't
or-
agree with his takes
Well,
with
guilty is
anything
what was
except for
described to
Madden.
me, and guilty would simply mean you tell me why you're guilty of the offenses. Is that what you intend to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to domestic violence in count 4?
Guilty.
If you plead guilty, you also give up all of your current trial
Oh, what the fuck? Is that a girl? Who's peeking their head around the corner?
rights, including the right to trial itself.
That's
Trial
creepy,
rights include
bro.
The right to be tried by a jury of your peers, the right to be presumed innocent until you're proven guilty, and the right to have the prosecutor bear the burden of proving you're guilty.
That's probably her.
At your trial, you'd have a right to
Bro, she's peeking her head. You probably should hide right now, or at least get out of it. Not the smartest bunch.
But if you enter a guilty plea, you lose all of those important trial rights. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because you're giving up your right to the trial itself, you also necessarily give up the right to challenge other things that could have happened at the trial. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your
That
Honor.
was a question.
Sorry.
Do you have any questions? That last warning?
What was the last part? I'm cutting out.
Do you
Sorry.
have any question- Do you have any questions about that last warning that I just provided?
No, Your Honor.
Outside of the plea agreement, has anyone
Dude.
promised you anything to get you plead guilty?
Shouldn't have violated the plea
Anyone
or
threatened
the
you in any way to make you feel like
order.
No, sir.
I don't get people, man. Like,
pleading guilty freely
just
and voluntarily?
don't violate.
Yes, sir.
Imagine
Nice.
being guilty to domestic violence, but the victim's there to speak on your behalf. That's what these plea deals do.
There, she's standing right behind
Know
him.
what y'all would have done in this type of situation.
Your choice to plead guilty.
What the hell? Why is my
Court notes then
ankle
that
sprained?
the prosecutor charges that this happened on or about February 23rd, 2022.
Okay.
Does that sound accurate?
Weird?
Yes.
On that date, were you located here in Otsego County?
Yeah.
And on that date, did you knowingly or intentionally possess the controlled substance methamphetamine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have any legal authority to possess it at that time?
They obtained it from my lot container, Your Honor.
My question to you was, did you have any legal authority to possess it at that time?
Did
No.
they gather my substance?
No, bro, no.
Did you
No.
have any legal authority to possess the substance at that time?
I believe so, sir.
No,
You're on.
Think you had authority to possess?
I don't think he's understanding. He's an idiot.
I'm sorry, I can't understand his bad connection.
Let me speak up then. The question that I asked is, did you have any legal authority to possess the methamphetamine on that day?
No, Your Honor. I misunderstood your question.
That's okay. Is it also accurate that on that date you were or had been in a dating relationship?
Yes.
Did you commit an assault upon her while you were in that dating relationship?
You don't want to say yes to that.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm supposed to say from here, Your Honor.
Well, it's pretty simple, Mr. Cooper. You're offering to plead guilty to domestic violence.
I don't know who's that peeking in the back throughout this whole video, but if I were to guess, it's probably like his mom or something, new girlfriend. I don't know. Either
Sure
way,
about
he's looking
that?
At the person like, am I pleading guilty? I didn't do shit. But whatever, you know, I don't want strangulation. This game is crazy, man. Stay the hell out the court system, y'all.
I'm asking you if
Yep,
you committed domestic
I agree.
violence. So either you did or you didn't.
I admit that there was a domestic violence,
What was a domestic violence?
a disagreement
What disagreement?
upon us being homeless.
What did you do that makes you think I should find you guilty of domestic violence?
we got into an argument, Your Honor. And
I
there's
don't
some,
want to hear about what we did. I want to hear about what you did.
Just be honest. I swear to God, most of these fucking guys would get less time, have an easier time in the court system if they were just fucking honest. Just say it. Christ's sakes, dude. I should become a lawyer just so I can be like, no, shut up. Tell the fucking truth before I strangle you myself. It's that easy. Just say what happened. That's it. You know those thoughts you're thinking of? Oh, maybe I can get away with it. Oh, maybe if I say this, it'll sound better. Just shut the fuck up and say it. Just say it. No matter how hard it is, just tell the truth. People will look at you and respect you more no matter what you've done. At least you're telling the truth. At least I'm saying it. You know? God,
raised
man,
my
it's
voice
not
instead
that
of
hard.
yelling at her.
Do you think that raising your voice is domestic violence?
I, that's what I'm here for.
Oh my
I can
God.
tell you
He's
what the
done.
law provides.
Toast. See ya.
He thinks he's in here for yelling at his old lady, man. This is sad. Taking plea deals and everything.
He's an idiot.
Man, this guy either he's clueless or he's trying
He's
to
done.
play the system.
Because
He's
it's
done.
relatively clear, and I'm
I'm
relatively
telling you,
clear.
he's
The reason
done.
I sound rather perturbed is because I am. Because I think you clearly understand what domestic violence is and what it's not. What domestic violence is an assault. An assault cannot happen by accident. And an assault and or an assault and battery is
Man,
where
I
you
can't-
physically touch against somebody.
can't do it.
That person. So did you do that or did you not do that?
I did not touch Brooke in a harmful manner.
Then I reject your plea agreement, Mr. Cooper, because it's clear to me that you are not acknowledging that you were guilty.
Yep, he's
You're
done.
not acknowledging that you're guilty.
Told you, he's done. He's getting
Oh, there goes that sweet
a
muffin
lot of
lady.
time.
I would've switched
All
up
because
so
he couldn't
quick.
admit it.
Yeah, I did. I beat her left and right. Oh, I'm just playing, man. But that would've gotten the plea deal good, right? It would've proved his guilt.
So I will not accept your plea agreement.
Yep,
What I'm going to
you're
do
done.
instead is issue
You might get
findings
life
that
in
I've
prison
already
because you can
indicated,
tell
which
the
is,
truth.
Based upon the statements that have been made on the open court record so far, I find you an indirect criminal contempt. And what that means is I find that there's clear evidence that
You're gonna get 20 years.
That violation of the bond order gives the court two important and distinct possibilities. One distinct possibility is that I can cancel bond altogether. I choose not to do that. I choose instead to treat the violation of bond as indirect criminal contempt. When I choose to do that, that opens up the possibility for me to consider jail up to 93 days, but I do not consider that as the sanction. Based upon the history of non-appearances and prior bench warrants and the length of this case, based on all of the things I've already stated, it's my view that 10 days of jail is appropriate. But before I finalize that sentence for the indirect criminal contempt that I found, I'm going to hear arguments from the attorneys.
Man, oh man, the judge is playing by the book to the T. He ain't going with the plea deal because obviously the defendant's lost as to what he's even guilty for. He's gonna continue with the original plan, find him
Oh, what
guilty
the-
for the
oh, yeah.
indirect contempt of court, and he saved him by doing that because he can keep him on the bond, right? So even though it seems like the judge is being extremely tough and one-sided, he's actually looking out for him.
I'm going to impose that sentence with the indication, ultimately, that after that sentence is done, you will have your bond reinstated on the 10th day after I issue the sentence. Ms. Brooker, did you wish to articulate
Giving him time to talk to his lawyer.
what you were asking for outside of what the court has suggested?
Your Honor, is there any way I can just plead guilty?
You
Oh
can in
my
a moment,
God.
Once I hear from and address the other issue that we're here for, Mr. Cooper. Ms. Brooker, did you have anything further you wanted to argue, or anything at all you
man.
wanted to argue on behalf of
He's
the
getting
This guy's an
court?
idiot.
Should exercise his discretion.
One of the dumbest people
No, Your
I've
Honor,
seen
I
in a
agree with
while.
What the court has proposed, and I'll just stand behind the statements in the motion.
Yeah, she's shutting up because he's digging himself a hole.
For the record regarding what you think I should do or why.
Yes, Your Honor.
Poor guy.
I'm sorry. So a lot has happened since this case has arose. The court has already kind of alluded to the timeline that this case will. lot has happened in that time. Mr. Cooper has gone through and completed a rehab. He's gone through and completed counseling in regards to relationships. I think that the court should take into account those things when looking at how to address this situation. Again, a lot has changed since.
You're welcome here. But even though your others attacked me,
Probably the vast majority of the
then again, I have killed most of you.
likely to see that impose on the underlying sentence. So again, I would just renew my request.
Just stop
for
talking.
withholding
Stop
the judgment or
talking.
sentence on this,
Don't say anything, idiot.
until we can effectuate that plea and be here for a complete sentencing on the under.
They should have people that can, like, talk to these idiots while the lawyer's talking, just so they can be like, just shut the fuck up. Standing right next to them in their ear. Just shut up. Just shut up.
Mr. Cooper, you're popping in and out of my screen. I need you to turn your
This guy's really digging himself, dude.
The phone keeps going black, and then I have to touch it.
Mr. Cooper, a moment ago when I was speaking, you asked if you could consider continuing the plea. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh no.
Do you recall the nature of the plea agreement, the benefits to you, and the drawbacks?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about any of those things before I hear more from you?
No, Your Honor.
Where we were at in the situation was I was asking you why I should find you guilty of domestic violence. Do you want me to find you guilty of domestic violence?
Yes. Yes.
Do I want you to find me guilty?
Oh my god.
I want to take advantage of the plea agreement, which means I find you guilty of domestic violence.
Yes, Your Honor.
God.
How should I find you guilty of domestic violence
Wow.
after what you told me on the open court record and under oath?
I apologize. It's my criminal mentality. It's almost like a reflex, Your Honor. I apologize.
So what actually happened?
Well, we got into an argument, and she pushed me, and I pushed her away.
He knew he put his hands on her, man, in some kind of way. He ain't
Yeah,
new to this
he
game.
totally did.
So you're claiming self-defense?
It was more of an act of aggression than self-defense.
So when you were actively being aggressive, is that what you mean?
Yes, Your Honor.
When you were being actively aggressive, did you physically put your hands on a person that you were in a dating relationship with?
After a few things happened, we ultimately I was trying to comfort her, but yeah, it was
I also think
turned relative.
he might be dodging all this because he knows maybe that person they don't take too kindly of people that put their hands on women. So, which is, sometimes weird, the fact that there are men in there that have strangled women and killed them, serial killers and stuff like that. I don't know, prison doesn't make any sense. Never has, never will for me.
Mr. Cooper,
Bunch of weirdos, dude.
Mr. Cooper, we're done with the plea proceeding. I will not accept waffling. And what I mean by waffling is you not accepting responsibility for what you're telling me.
It was a-
And I don't care, Mr. Cooper, you need to stop and listen to me. It does not matter to me. It does not matter to me in one way or the other what you decide to do. You are entitled, as a matter of constitutional principle, to a jury trial. I had it set for you. I'm going to get those dates set for you if that's what you continue to want. Or if you decide that you want to enter a guilty plea, we can go down that path. But I will never, not on this date or on any other date, accept a plea from you unless the terms of the plea are clear. And the terms of the plea can only be clear for a domestic violence.
You may
If you tell me
want
that
to
you're
say
guilty
it
of domestic violence
now,
intentionally
or
striking
you're,
somebody that
dude,
you're in
you are so
a dating
past
relationship with, or something similar that would meet
what
the
you
statutory
deserve.
definition. I am not going to permit a record to be clouded with your definitions or your insertion of words that don't make those things clear. And
Your
so
Honor.
in my discretion, I'm not going to
Shut up.
What I am going to do is impose sentence, as I previously indicated. Your attorney is correct to suggest that I should take all sorts of things into account, and I do. More specifically, Mr. Cooper, at sentencing, I would absolutely take into account if you have been and shown me proof that you've been through counseling. Because that would tend to mitigate any potential risk of harm to Ms. Goodison. But again, right now, I'm not finding you guilty of domestic violence, and I'm not finding you guilty of possession of methamphetamine. You remain not guilty on those matters because I have not accepted your pleas. That means you will decide how you want to proceed in the future. But again, based upon what is a clear bond violation,
He's lucky.
and because I found you in clear indirect criminal contempt of court, it is my order that you will serve 10 days in the Otsego County Jail. You will turn yourself in today, which is the September 6th, 2023. If you don't turn yourself in by no later
You're gonna
than
put.
4 p.m.
Oh my god. Now he's gonna blame it on someone else. It's someone else's fault that he put his hands on his girlfriend and kept dodging pleading guilty. It's someone else's fault, of course. Oh, of course he did this to me. Of course. He didn't just give me 3 chances and then just give me another chance after I gave, I'm going to ask you again. I'm going to ask you again. And he kept pussyfooting around. And now he's mad at the judge when he's already looking out for him right now. I mean, you can't win with these fucking criminals sometimes, man.
today, then I'll consider that additional bond
Fucking
violation.
children.
As you probably know from our discussion today, if there's an additional bond violation, then I will treat that on its own. An additional bond violation could mean that I revoke bond altogether. Could mean that I raise bond. It could mean that I treat it as indirect
Yeah,
criminal
everybody else's fault, right?
All of those things are possible, and you should be aware of them.
That's why you're where you're at.
The order for the indirect criminal contempt. Upon the 10th day of your sentence, I will reinstate your bond, subject to all prior conditions. Do you have any questions about those orders, Mr. Cooper?
I need to fucking build my life for my fucking kid, man.
Oh. I got you. Everyone else's fault. I gotta build my life. Well, maybe, I don't know, put your hands on your girlfriend for a 3rd time. Like this is what fucking kills me. The way they blame it on the judge. Oh, it's the judge's fault, guys. It's not my fault.
Mr. Cooper, your choice
I
of
can't
law.
lose
Oh my.
Nope, that's part of your
That dude scared the hell out of me. I can see how he raised.
part of your
on
problem
his
right there is your
lady.
mom keeps.
Oh man, let's run it back.
Mm-mm.
I need to fucking build my life for my fucking kid, man.
Mr. Cooper, your
I
choice
can't
of
lose a fucking job.
He can't do his job, Your Honor.
That day that he was arrested for this domestic violence. All right.
and I'm going to hear from you. This is not an open proceeding where you are entitled to come in and tell me anything because A, I don't know who you are, and B, this is not
This dude's really like me coming his way. You ain't
Yep.
no kid no more, bro.
And he deserves
Your
it.
mama can't save you, and it doesn't matter if you were on inebriants or not. Change life now or not. It don't matter, man. Sad.
Yeah, a little temper your ears got you where you're at.
That guy, man, he's definitely going to slow bill. He's the sentencing judge in the trial.
Yeah.
The structured courtroom requires that I hear from a prosecutor, a defense attorney, and a defendant. I have heard from those individuals, so ma'am,
He's
I'm not
done,
going to
dude.
hear from you,
Oh,
despite your desire to be heard. Mr. Cooper, my order is what it is. You will have the choice to either follow it or not follow it. If you don't follow it, there likely will be repercussions, but you get to choose whether or not you follow it.
he's lucky.
If you follow
He's
that,
so
then
lucky
it's
he's
much
still
more
sitting
likely
there.
I would consider different things in the future. If you
Very,
don't follow it,
very
I would
lucky.
consider other different things in the future. Because your ability to or willingness to comply with the bond conditions of the court
Man, want to shut your mouth? Build my life. It's everyone else's fault.
I just got him to call home. I'm his mother to attend him for court. I got 3 all right?
Bro,
Ma'am, I'm speaking over you on purpose.
what a mess.
Entitled to be heard on this court record.
I apologize. And I was gonna.
I'm terminating the call.
Oh,
With the order being clear. You can turn yourself in by 4 o'clock p.m. Mr. Cooper. If you don't, then a further issue will come up. And again, I may act on an immediate basis if I hear information. Don't turn yourself in. By issuing a bench.
Would she shut the fuck up?
I'm removing Mr. Cooper and the individual who will clearly not listen to the court directions. And Mr. Trush, I'm going to make that a further record.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 10 days in jail for violating a protective order. And it doesn't matter if the victim's there to speak on your behalf or not. Sometimes these judges just had enough. And also remember, it doesn't matter.
All he had to do was tell the truth. That's it. That's all he had to do. And he couldn't even do that. And then when he gave him his third chance, still didn't tell the truth. He still gave it like, okay, then we'll do it later then, I guess, because you won't fucking tell me the truth. And then he flips out on the judge because he kept pussyfooting around the truth. He wanted to put it so that I'm guessing maybe he could 35 years later. What the fuck?
Good, how are you doing? I'm Officer Earhart with the Pensacola Police Department. Do you have your license on you by any chance?
He could get away with it
Police
later
have
on.
just pulled over 57-year-old Daniel Wells. He doesn't know it yet, but the entire department has been tracking his every move for days. Ever since he became the prime suspect in a decades-old brutal murder.
I can't think of the word. I don't know why.
What the officers don't realize is that Daniel has no prior record. He's never even been charged with a crime. And if investigators can't uncover undeniable proof, the real killer will walk free. And the murder of a young mother who never made it home may remain unsolved forever. On New Year's Day, 1985, 23-year-old Tanya McKinley rang in the new year at Daryl's, a popular Pensacola bar. It was a rare night out for the young mother, a brief escape from the responsibilities of caring for her 18-month-old son, Timothy. She laughed, drank, and mingled with friends and strangers alike, unaware that the night would end in horror. Sometime after 1:30 a.m.,
Piece of
Tanya
shit.
was last seen leaving the bar. Hours later, at 5:16 a.m., the celebration turned to tragedy. Passers-by stumbled upon the scene. Tanya's body lay discarded on the side of the road. 7
What a
miles
piece of
from the area.
garbage.
She had suffered blunt force trauma to the head, and the bruising.
I hope he's
around her
enjoying
neck
prison right now.
sore.
I really do.
She had been strangled. Her purse, shoes,
Scumbags like that
towel lay
deserve it.
scattered across the road. When forensics conducted a
Deserve
close
worse, really.
examination of the body, the primal
In my
levels
eyes.
of depravity they uncovered would send chills
How do I
through
get
all
up
who were
there?
present.
Oh.
Semen samples
The
extracted
fuck?
from the corpse would provide the DNA of the primary suspect.
How do I...
Initial investigations led the police to Tim Davidson, McKinley's possessive and violent partner. As the father to Tom's son, Tim was one of the few people with potential motive. When investigators looked into his background, they were able to gather some key details. Tanya's sister, Renee McCall, described him as abusive, claiming that he threw Tanya out of the house while she was pregnant. She also
Yeah, I see you,
told officers that
motherfucker.
he once attempted to run Tanya over during an incident. To cement him as a suspect, police uploaded Davidson's information into the CODIS familial database. Despite their strong suspicions, his DNA was not a match for the crime scene, ruling him out. Police also spoke to several witnesses at the bar that night, but nothing concrete came out. Slowly, the trail began running cold. With their key suspect ruled out,
Ooh.
the events of that night became something of a cautionary tale for locals.
Wow.
Eventually, law enforcement found nothing. Public interest remained thanks to periodic media coverage on platforms WEAR TV3 where they highlighted the anniversary of McKinley's death. Months turned into years. Years turned into a decade, and a decade became 30 years. The investigation had all but promising leads dried up. Finally, in 2020, developments advanced to
I won't do anything though. He'll just respawn.
this emerging technology allowed investigators to
Oh,
build
fuck.
families.
Oh, okay, I see.
In Tanya's case, police were able to identify one suspect that could be a potential match with the DNA
Piece of
acquired
shit.
back in 1985. But there was nothing concrete yet.
Oh my god.
To nail this, they had to be 100% certain. It's the early hours of March 18, 2020.
Okay.
Pensacola, Florida. 57-year-old Daniel Wells is on a commute home from work, unaware of
Cool.
the twist that was about to change everything.
Hey, good. How are you doing? I'm Officer Hart with
There.
the Pensacola Police Department. Do you have your license on you by any chance?
What's up, bitch?
Okay, right now, because of the virus and everything, do you mind talking to me outside?
I see,
Step right back here to Mark. That way, they know the contagion and all that kind of stuff.
Officers apprehend Wells as the prime suspect in Tanya's investigation. They take him into custody without incident. That may have seemed sudden
nice.
and unexpected, but investigators were working with solid evidence, the kind that would soon speak for itself. But the moment that followed his arrest will prove to be the most delicate. The detectives need to find Daniel's motives for a strong case against him. And with nearly 4 decades since the incident, they must
That's it?
avoid hazy recollections
Nothing
and
in
gather
here?
hard facts.
Ooh.
How they choose
I
to
like
collect
this
this
place.
information unveils a side of the interrogation playbook that we rarely get to see.
I might make this a little... I like this place a lot.
Remember her? I mean, like if it was somebody you dated in high school. Yeah. You'd remember that, right? Tanya, I knew Tanya Lynn. Going to school. Or she probably would have been like a year ahead of me.
Interesting. 10 rocks.
I don't know. The name doesn't. No. I mean, that's kind of what we were talking about. It's gonna be kind of strange if you don't know her at all. No, I don't. Advisor in 1985, you in Collier County, you got arrested for driving a suspended driver's license. Remember that Naples? Oh, working. You're working down there? Yeah, I remember that. That's the only time I got. The only time you got in trouble?
The detectives attempt to confirm Daniel's address history, questioning him on whether or not he lived on Elmcrest Drive in Pensacola. The significance of 4237 Elmcrest Drive lay in the fact that it was Daniel Wells' last known address at the time of Tanya's death. It also drew the attention of investigators due to its proximity to Peacock Drive, the location where her body was eventually discovered.
Well, New Year's Eve, going from 1984 to 1985, you know, what you're doing that.
Fucking A, man.
What would you normally have done on New Year's Eve? Fair enough, huh? You go out to get a fire, something like that. Maybe like a week. What bars? What chance? Did you, with culinary, would you ever go to the bars? Recreate or do this? You went out, you would go to
I know these people are a bunch of vegetarians, so technically you don't really need to cook. could just keep eating spinach.
But they were all kind of on the backside.
And you're good.
We were different.
And then use the meat for essence.
We were in the very back row. Bennigan's I suspected.
This struck as something odd to the detectives. 3 bars were mentioned in the area. Yet, Daniel makes it a point to indicate that he doesn't remember Daryl's specifically. The one bar that he and Tanya McKinley were last seen at prior to her death. By the way, if you're finding this video interesting so far, please do us a favor. Make sure to hit like and also hit subscribe and help us get to 1 million subscribers. Now, let's dive back in.
What would you picture yourself
Alright,
back
so
like,
I was thinking about putting stairs right here.
going out?
But I like that it's like a hard to.
So is anything that's talking about, you know, old times and stuff, does that jog your memory about Elm Crest? About a house on Elm Crest?
Hard to reach.
I rented a place. I don't know where Elm Crest is.
When you would go out around New Year's Eve, because you're a young guy, would you be out like looking for anybody, like company, a woman, anything like that?
We use a group of friends. Or whatever.
Never get lucky?
Do I get lucky? No.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like a chain, you know,
Were you adverse to like one night stands?
occasionally. Yeah.
Because
But normally you meet somebody, you know, you go.
most guys are not. They're never said it. You know, you're at a bar and you're having a conversation with a girl and
Right.
she's willing.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Right. Yeah.
Girls might, but guys usually don't.
That was out at Kevin's fire. Rent hotel rooms for winter rates or whatever. Working out.
Oh, this is. Isn't this my other?
Still remember Elm Crest.
I don't remember that
Maybe not.
address. Doesn't sound familiar.
Dude, there's nothing. What else is it? Oh, over here.
Why does he not have?
I don't know.
Don't know her. You never had contact. Any idea what we're talking about yet?
I know. I don't know what. I don't have any idea.
Alright, since.
I'm not doing all this.
Right.
Okay.
I don't.
Oh, there's another one.
At this point, it seems like Daniel's confident. Oh. Bet it would have been all wide 1 in 7 billion match.
I got your bro.
Say anything unusual for the last couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Nobody around you looks unusual.
I got you,
Seeing
buddy.
those police cars for no reason. Nothing like that. Felt like somebody was following you.
No.
Sister, whatever.
thing is also that your DNA
God damn.
is at the site
Such a beautiful game.
on this person. There's nobody else's except yours.
God, look at this.
There's no other explanation. Right? It can't be a possibility of somebody else's DNA. Your DNA is at this scene. Dan, I get this is your life. This is probably freaking you out a little bit. Right? But listen, there's a story here, right? And either you can choose to give that
Is
story.
there anything here
The
worth?
chain of events that led what ultimately happened is why we're here. You have a part to play in it. If you don't, it starts to look pretty bad as to why you're not explaining.
I don't
Do you understand what I'm
understand.
saying?
I mean, I've never heard you in my life.
Oh,
That's what's
shit.
I've had
I'm guessing
one-night
that's tier
stands and stuff
something, I don't know.
It's like,
Have you had a one-night stand with her?
no, I don't know her. I'm telling you, and I recognize her. I don't know the name.
Dan,
It's like you went back to school days. I
the
don't know
only
anybody.
reason you're not telling us that you know who she is because you're afraid that some
Okay, employee Nadim Sikh, engineering, I'll call him N, can no longer handle the pressure of our work and the wildness of the realms. A recent hire to the engineering department due to his exceptional mind did well for the first few months. However, his mind has now slipped. Claims to see monsters in the maintenance tunnels and has been scaring the residents. His claims have been investigated and proved unfounded. Yet his remains hysterical and quite mad. If he had come to me personally, I could have helped him face the stress of the marshes. However, as it stands, I have no alternative but to find Mr. S mentally unstable and unfit for service. He will return to Nightingale immediately. McVoy. Gotcha. Alright then. So he was warning everybody, and this dude was like, nah. Nah. Okay. Whatever, dude. Ooh. Complete all the following. Activate the switch for the factory. I just did that. Did I get my britches? Or where's the
Now we'll find out.
reward thing?
You're responsible for her death. We already know who you are.
Oh my god.
That's
No
what
way,
you're
man.
explaining.
I hear you.
Look, right? This is a 35 years ago, right? This is a 35 years.
This, for some reason, reminds me of Dying Light. Damn.
And all of a sudden, one day you're at work. You're on your work day, everything's fine. On your way home, all of a sudden you get pulled over. An hour later, you just realize you're telling this. It's a shock. And totally normal human behavior. Nobody wants to admit. Much like you sat there for a while and didn't want to admit that you had exposed yourself and masturbated. You had to go through this whole process where you're like, oh, well, yeah. Well, I did a little bit while I was being. And she said something, and I said something. Oh, wait, no, there was another time. We went through that whole process. Right? We started it over again. We're gonna because we're not here. Fact. I'm being honest with you. I don't really like playing games.
The detectives aren't lying here. The process of finding Daniel as the main suspect was unmistakable. The officers trailed him to preserve the element of surprise, preventing him from tampering with any new evidence. Given the fact that investigators had waited for 35 years since the murder, they couldn't risk anything that would destroy their ironclad case. It wouldn't take until March 2nd of 2020 when a surveillance team would follow Wells to see if he was a match for the DNA.
Why is this running like
They
shit?
got their sample in the form of a cigarette that he tossed out at 9:40 a.m. on March 4th. Tests were carried out, and the cigarette DNA proved an exact
Dude, this is run
match
like
to the
shit right
1985
now.
crime scene. Well,
I don't know if it's because of this place.
2 weeks later, on March 18th, resulting in the present interrogation.
This was not.
Well, well, well. Knew I missed something. Yep. Get out of here, bitch. You're nothing to me anymore. Where's my rewards? Oh. Did I just hear pounding?
There's a way, actually, you're on your way up to a shop. May have been a police car, and then all of a sudden that police car stops and blocks all traffic.
Hey,
Picked up that cigarette butt, submitted, and came back as a match. So, no.
it's just this place. Just this place that's like screwing me up.
Well, it's just, I know someone I had sex with, but I never heard anybody. It's what I'm saying, this isn't going away.
Why isn't this open?
Different ways to look at it. And the thing is, this is why.
Daniel continues to deny ever being with Tanya that night, but the officers hammer in on their undeniable evidence against him.
1995, I mean, you know, this was a pretty big deal back then. It was on the news.
I don't remember.
So how
I mean, I'm just,
how can your DNA end up with her?
unless we had sex, that's the only reason, I don't
I'm
know.
not asking unless, I'm not asking you to theorize, I'm asking you to tell me. Because you're there, how did your DNA end
And
up
it
with
was
this
her.
girl?
I was with her, I guess.
I want,
I was with her.
I guess, and I'm not trying to.
But I don't remember her. I don't remember the name. I don't remember her. But if you're in and out partying or something like that, I mean, it happens pretty regularly.
So, would you think, like we talked about earlier, that there's, after 35 years, there's lots of things that are kind of vague in memories, except for the specific life event. Like in 1986, right? 1985, when the space shuttle fell. I know exactly where I was standing when I heard it. Because that's a significant event in my life, right? So you get a significant event in your life that you remember exactly where you were.
Alright, whatever.
Don't you think that if you had sex with a girl, you were out partying New Year's Eve, you met a girl, you picked her up, you were in the car,
Hide factory. Done.
had sex with her, and then the next morning on the news, find out she's dead. You remember that.
I would, yeah. Yeah, I would remember.
So that's the most,
But I mean, I don't know. It's like, I don't know.
that's the most innocent scenario I can give you.
Alright, now let's head to
Do
this.
you think there was a
Get
time
this
when
over
you-
with.
I mean, back then, were you tweeting so much that you
No, I would remember. I don't forget. I mean, I've got a good memory.
So you remember if you had sex with a girl and the next day she was on a newspaper day? Even if you didn't know who she was. You'd remember the next day when they put her picture in the paper 2 days later, oh my God, I was just having sex with her 2 nights ago. I'm just trying to throw some logical stuff there. You know, I'm not coming out here. Because I'm
Try to help you out here. Alright. Thanks, investigator. Thanks for trying to help me out. Can't believe people fall for this shit.
When confrontation doesn't work, detectives change tactics, appealing to Daniel's emotions
You have-
by bringing up his relationship.
You
with
have
his son.
all the rights in the world right now. Like, he's your bitch, you know? I want a cheeseburger. I want a soda. It's going to take me 3 minutes to answer each question just to make sure I answer it right, you know? Like,
We have a good relationship. But we might not talk for 2 months. Right?
oh. Well. You think you scare me, bitch? Yeah, you don't scare me. None of you do. Not anymore.
Does she call you? Is it about Morgan or is it
We have a great relationship. It's
Immune.
my second wife. We call.
It says axe pick, right?
that's good. That's healthy. That's probably helped keep you level.
Why? Why is it?
That you and her can have relationships with Morgan can grow up and not feel some of the same things that you kind of mentioned about your
I don't get it.
I've got a good relationship with my ex-wife. With his my second wife.
Whatever.
So, what I don't think, I don't only know
This
you as the
fucking
last
game
hour.
is so beautiful, man. God dang. I don't use that word very much when it comes to video games. But man,
Seem like a cold-hearted person.
I'm not. I mean, I don't.
you seem like a decent guy, even though I'm investigating you for murder. You know?
Care what people think about you.
Totally not telling you what you want to hear. Yeah.
To a certain extent.
You need anything?
Like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna change who I am to satisfy you.
I'm your best
Image to Morgan,
friend.
especially.
How do people fall for this shit?
You love Morgan is important because you're a good father, right? And you want to be a good father to him, so that he
Keep
grows
saying
up
no.
to be the better person that you
Not answering any questions about lawyer. Even then, just say no. I don't know. No, I don't know. No, I don't know.
I'm sure that's what I feel like.
Not that I want him to get away with it. Just saying.
The story comes out, details will come out. It goes out without an explanation of what happened.
What?
Morgan, that you're responsible. Without an explanation how it got to that point, things gonna get left.
The tactic finally seems to work as Daniel's wall of denial begins to break.
Boom. Done. See ya, bitch. Anybody else? Where did he go?
Bobby Hicks.
I know you didn't kill him. Oh, there he is. What the f- There, you little bitch. Fucker. Piece of shit. Alright, so. I'm not gonna kill you yet. Because you'll just keep respawning.
Came by the house.
tier 1? Why is it giving me tier 1? Bitch, we're more powerful than you think. Oh, bitches, bitch. Oh, bitches, bitch. Bitches, bitch. Now what, Josephine? Now what? Counter, encounter. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go over here.
And then she tried to withdraw it, and that's what led to it. So like in the middle of it, she didn't want to stop.
Little bitches, bitch.
What happened?
Oh shit. That was close.
You're the one that was there. So say something simple. Say she did her.
Hey fellas. Ooh, tier 3s. Tier 3s in the woods. Can't go wrong with that, son. Ain't nowhere for you to hide, boy. See, usually they go towards enemies so they know you'll get distracted. Not anymore. Maybe frogs or something. Maybe none. Oh, nice. Yeah, you'll be back. Oh, you will. Harriet. Well, Harriet. What can I do for you, Harriet? Gotcha. Harriet, you've been great. Oh, yep. So this is their home. And then I asked them to come over and help. And then they stay over there. What the fuck? What is this? Twined animal fiber hide.
sex with her a second time after she was hurt? I'm just trying to piece together the reason.
Right. We were going to have sex again, and we did. We kind of got into it.
So it was over one
She
sex.
slapped me, and
Hide.
I hit her with it.
There's indications that the sex would have happened after she was hurt. So did you have sex with her after you hit her? You said yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So she wasn't a willing
Right.
but that's what the argument about
Right.
it. But then you realize she really wasn't.
Right.
So you kind of lost interest at that point. Which is kind of wrong. So I mean, it kind of made me think that maybe the argument was that she wanted sex again, she didn't have to. That led to the argument, that led to her slapping you, that led to you hitting her head, and then you had sex with her again. Did strangulation occur after that sex or before?
Before.
Yeah. So hit her in the head, she goes out, you strangle her, right? And then you have sex with her again, at least partially. You try. You're trying to have sex with her again, you realize.
Damn. How did we get here? I haven't even been paying attention. Now all of a sudden they're talking about him and a dead body. What the hell? What? What happened? I've been just sticking with the plan. Jesus.
With no more stories to weave and a stack of evidence glaring at him, Daniel finally begins to reveal the truth. After their first intimate encounter, when Tanya rejected his advances, Daniel couldn't take no for an answer. In a fit of rage, after physically assaulting and violating her, Daniel threw her lifeless body onto Peacock Drive, where she'd later be found. Thankfully, the DNA evidence from the semen and towel that he threw out led to his arrest.
Tim? Hey, this is Captain Mallet. I'm with Pensacola Police Department. Hi, boss. I'm great. So you don't know me. We've never met. But I want to let you know that I just made an arrest on your mother's murder.
I'm sorry. Are you serious right now?
Yes, sir. Serious. I know it's been a long time.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I'm freaking out right now. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately for Tanya McKinley's now fully grown son, Timothy, this justice was bittersweet, as Daniel would eventually end his own life in his prison cell just a few weeks later. Prior to this, Daniel had been charged with first-degree murder and sexual battery. Since the crime occurred in 1985, Florida's sentencing laws at that time would have been applicable. Now, if you think this case was horrific, you need to check out my video on the evil wife who almost got away with murder.
Welcome back, everybody, to another courtroom reality check episode of Lockdown 23 and 1.
There you go, bitch. Get out of my way. Nice.
But there's a catch to the story, and that's where the reality check comes in.
Where's
I'll break it down here in 1 second. First, of course, as
Where is
always,
she?
if you're new to the channel to enjoy all things lockup and crime related, then this is where you want to be. Hit that
The
like,
fuck?
subscribe, notification bell before you leave.
Sleeping?
And check out my beautifully assorted playlist with many more videos for you to start watching today. Now, before we get into the courtroom for sentencing, let's give a backdrop of the story. Because 2 people were convicted of the crimes related to this lady's death, and one's already been sentenced.
Where the fuck is she?
The county prosecutor announced Friday that 20-year-old Denzel Pope has been sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years for the 2024 murder of 24-year-old Paige Callen outside her home at Summit Lake Apartments on Socrates Place. Pope was convicted earlier this year by Summit County jury of 2 counts of murder with firearm specification. 2 counts of felonious assault with firearm specifications and 1 count of
She
having a
can
weapon.
go- what the fuck?
Authorities said that the shooting happened in July 2024.
Where did
about
she
2
go?
hours after a physical altercation between Corvette Pope, which is Denzel's sister, and Khaled at the Summit Lake Apartments complex. Prosecutors said that the siblings walked away from Corvette's apartment in Cicero Plaza to Khaled's residence. Khaled's 3-year-old son exited the home first, followed by Khaled. Denzel Pope then shot her in the torso on her porch. Khaled, the mother of 2, had recently celebrated her birthday and died from her injuries at a local hospital. The shooting took place in front of her son, and she was killed with a shotgun. And you can only imagine how scared those kids were running away. Both of the siblings fled the scene. Denzel Pope was later arrested in Chicago. And earlier this week, 26-year-old Corvette Pope was sentenced as well. And that's what we're going to witness today.
Ah, there you are.
The shooter, she was still involved in the situation, the altercation beforehand, and the scene with her brother. If I were to guess, nobody called the cops. But either way, let's get into the witness with the non-shooter gets sentenced to in this case.
Gotcha. Bastards. 164. I should have more than that. Damn.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Oh my god. I've already been there. Already been there.
First off, you know her parents
Already been there.
Corvettes. I don't see why else you would name your kid one, right? Can't imagine sending my kid off to school named Ferrari or Mitsubishi, right? No, sir, man. Corvette's kind of cool, though. What would you call her for short? Cvet? I don't know. And what's up with this broken heart tattoo, man? I wonder who's responsible for that. She went downhill after that relationship. Or, you know, I'm not from Ohio. It could be gang-related. Maybe someone in the comment section knows a little bit more about that. But either way, let's henceforth.
Ms. Pope is present in the court today with her attorney Kotnick, Myers, and Gupta.
Damn, that looks shit. That's a prison tattoo for sure.
Representatives from Paige Couch's family here today. It is my understanding
If not,
that there might be at least one victim impact today.
sorry.
I will defer to Elizabeth Kisner on that. Before they would speak on it,
Come here, you little bitch. Yeah? Yeah, that's what I thought, you fat little bitch. Where's your little friend? There you are. Can't say I blame these things. Just marking their territory, but hey, you gotta go. Pick that up. Thank you.
Now the court is going to hear the victim impact statements, and that's when the family and friends take a stand and speak about how much pain this has caused, and typically share how they want the defendant to get sentenced to the max. In some rare anomalies, though, I see the victim's family get on the stand and forgive the defendant. There's not much bypass for the most part, but what we are going to roll into is always good speaking up.
You're right there, Josephine. God damn. She went flying.
She does acknowledge that it was a tragic, senseless loss, and she does apologize. She's always been remorseful that this happened, and she's going to tell you that herself as well. She is a mom too, and she has 2 little kids, and I know she's going to get the chance to see her kids, and Paige won't, and she understands that, and that it's a way of sort of that this was a tragic, senseless loss, and she does take responsibility for her actions in this case. And that's what led her to testify in this case. So from our standpoint, we worked out a plea agreement, and she did agree to testify against her brother. And that's unique a lot in the courthouse situations. A lot of people don't testify against their defendants or against their own family members. But she made that decision because she understood how what Denzel did was so wrong, and she still takes responsibility for her part in this role. But she understands how wrong his actions were that day, and she agreed to testify so that there would be
Can I
justice.
please go in here yet?
Ah, sister, roll it on the brother. You know, this ain't nothing new. The defense attorney's over here acting like it's an act of valor. Come on, man, it just shows that she'll do anything for herself. Even put her own brother under the bus when she probably started the whole fight. I don't know
God.
the deep details of this case, so I'm not gonna stamp nothing on nobody, but
The fuck haven't I done?
Apologetic one bit. If I were to guess, bet it all. She just cares about herself. That's it. But it's a good try, defense. It's a good try.
But we're gonna ask the court to give her a different sentence than the state's asking.
Side of power, I must reconnect the network.
Been in jail for a year without her children.
I was just over there, wasn't I?
For something lower than that, so we're gonna ask for the court to give her credit for
Where
time
is it?
served and imposed probation, and then allow her to
Site
go
of
back to
power.
Chicago to be with her children.
The
I'm
power
saying that
plant.
that decision is up to the judge completely, but
I've probably
I
already
did
done
want
it.
you all to know that she does
Although,
understand the magnitude
who
of this.
knows?
She is sorry. She has a minimal record, and you all sat through trial, so I don't need to rehash the facts. Like you heard.
Where's the site of
facts
power?
trial, and then you heard from Corvette. You know, she was not honest at first, but then she did come clean with the detective during her interview, and then agreed to testify. And because of her testimony, in our position, that Denzel would not have been convicted without her testimony. That's our position, and we're asking the court to consider that we
Oh.
think that he would not.
Oh,
be
that's what I'm
convicted.
doing.
So, given that, Judge, we're asking for a
Can't do it yet.
sentence, and we'd ask for Corvette to be convicted.
How do I know if I'm
Once
done
again,
it?
I believe she said she wasn't working with detectives in the beginning. Realized it was about to go down an even darker hole. She was going to get charged with murder, life in prison. Hell no, bro. You gotta go.
Use weapons
Send me down
factory.
that yellow brick road straight to the detective's office, man. I got
Haven't I already done that?
and hearts to break. I don't know, man. I'm putting a little cinematic twist on this, but the defense attorney's going for the stars, man. Fireworks. Time served, ma'am. She's already been down a year. Ah, the defense attorney tried, huh? Ain't no way
Use
I can see
weapons
this girl
factory.
getting time
Is this
served.
it?
But then again, you know, a year and some change is a little penny, and she wasn't the shooter. And she did snitch on her own blood
Where's the
brother.
weapons
Do you think these
factory?
things should count when it comes down to sentencing? Nope, a mother got killed on her front step with a shotgun while cooking a meal for her kids. Both of them shouldn't see the light of day for the rest of their life. But now let's
No,
hear
they
what
won't.
the defendant has to say. I'm looking forward to this. If I were to guess, there's probably going to be a few
Clothing
crocodilians.
factory. What?
I wanted to apologize for my actions the night of Paige's death, and I'm so truly sorry to her family and friends and her children for my actions and also my brother's actions. And I hope one day that you guys can forgive me.
I don't believe her. At all. Not even a little.
Remorseful, not one bit, Bobby. Shooter or not, get the canisters ready.
Yeah, see ya. Bye.
Pre-sentence investigation as well as the written victim impact statements. I sat through the trial last week of Denzel Pope. I listened to the evidence, and what astonishes me more than anything is that we hear a physical fight, the death of someone resulted. And if this is how people in their 20s handle controversy, our society is doomed.
Yep.
Squad was over something super petty, too.
God bless you, Judge.
Nope.
Further, I love the way that you have somehow turned all of this as if you're the hero. I understand that the state has a responsibility to maybe make a deal with the bad actor in order to get the worst actor. Make a deal with the devil, get the devil in the apple.
Ooh.
Your friend Honest took his hand, and she, by the way,
Oh my god. Get out of the fucking way, you moron. Jesus Christ. I can't go anywhere.
all of these things. I was not born under a rock, neither was the jury, and they didn't believe that portion of your testimony.
Jesus.
You had guns in your house. Your brother clearly came out of your house with that gun.
Thank goodness for judges and jury members like this. The handle the case
Yeah.
is see shit of what it is. That girl is not innocent in any way, shape, or form. Shooter or not. She went over there to start some more
You
shit.
stay over there, I'll stay over here.
And you let him store a gun in that house. You knew he committed a robbery in February in Youngstown, was on bond, knew he was charged with weapons charges, wasn't allowed to have a weapon then, and still let him have weapons in the car. So you are not an innocent actor. You are not the savior of the state's case. I believe the evidence was strong enough they could have proceeded and convicted Denzel without him. And you'd be looking at significantly longer time in prison. That means you are not deserving of community control. And therefore,
Nice. Good. Can't fucking just go around killing people, man. I don't fucking... I think you can go around killing someone and think you're not going to get any time.
On count 7, obstructing justice, I'm giving you 36 months in the Ohio Department of Corrections. I'm running those 2 counts concurrent and not consecutive for a total indefinite sentence of 5 to 7.5 years in the Ohio Department of Corrections. I find that these charges clearly do not merge based on the evidence and the acts that happened during and after.
Look, she's making a face like she can't believe she's going to prison for 5 to 7.
Yep, you fucked it up.
Because she really truly thought, by everything that she did, testifying and all these things with her, that she was probably going to be going home. Not today, man. Follow the smoke trail. All right.
Yep.
Go ahead and follow that.
Hope it was worth it.
Plowing straight to the bunk, man. I'll help you lay down at night. Soothes the muscles.
They'll help you later.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't matter if you snitch on your brother or not. The courts are still going to give you a little bit of smoke to taste. In some situations, of course, but
Oh,
a lot
here
of
it
people
is.
might be saying to themselves that the judge didn't give her enough time, but you heard what she said. You know, if it would have went
She can't
her
give her
way,
enough
she would have been facing a lot more time in prison. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to make sure the eviler side of the evil gets the maximum time. The state's attorney
Yeah.
and prosecution typically break down these kind of deals with people. They ain't got that much evidence, and it could, you know, go to court. They could get a conviction.
Oh my God, is
or
that
could
it?
be tossed out,
No.
and nobody's held accountable.
So I gotta do Power of the People, the McVoy Power Plant. I thought I already dealt with this.
Goes to prison for this crime, you know, especially if the evidence is light. A lot of people think that these prosecutors probably just do it because they want to get it done and over with. That might be the case in some situations. I don't know. I've never worked there. There's some things
I
that
do
we can
think
only assume.
some prosecutors try to help them out, unfortunately.
So if you're new and enjoyed, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave.
Like
And
liberal
more
type
important
people.
than anything, ladies and gentlemen, y'all be easy, be safe, and stay free.
They love their criminals, you know.
Welcome back, everybody, to another Crocodilian Tear-filled episode of Lockdown 23 and 1. That's right, today we're jumping into the courtroom once again to witness Ghost Adventure star Aaron Goodwin's wife get sentenced
Yep.
for plotting to kill. So let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoy all things lockup and crime related, then this is where you want to be. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave.
You already seen
And check
this,
out my
but I want to
playlist
watch
with
it again.
videos that you can start watching today.
Watch her get some time. I enjoy it. She had everything, absolutely everything. Completely spit in his face, everything he gave her, and then tried to take it from him while taking his life. She's a fucking piece of shit. Like the nerve of some people. To take everything that your significant other gives you, like gives you the world, and you try and take their life and everything you gave them and more. It's just,
That's right, Aaron Goodwin's gonna be taking the stand. The victim.
you
sad and
deserve
heartbroken
everything that's
husband
coming to you.
being plotted to be killed the whole time while working on a show for Ghost Adventures, if I remember correctly.
You know,
Yep.
There he is.
the council even spoke to Aaron about
Aaron.
One of the reasons we're not making a recommendation as to sentencing is we kind of acknowledge that, look, this is someone who doesn't have a record, right? Who's ever kind of done anything before. But
Nice. Power to the people.
concern I've always had is when you look at the facts of the case,
Alright, what else are we looking at? Quests.
Imagine coming into the courtroom and seeing the love of your life shackled up because you had no idea she was trying to kill you. Man, that is crazy. I can't even imagine. But one
Where's
thing's for
Hugh's
sure, two
weapons
things for certain.
factory?
Me personally, I'd be feeling great.
So
seeing
I
her
was
where she's
over.
at, and I'd be pushing for every drop of
Probably
smoke
over
there
here
is.
somewhere.
The concern I've always had is when you look at the facts of the case, they are
Hide.
Um,
No, it's gonna be down here.
not a situation where maybe an unhappy
Okay,
wife
no.
kind of made a fleeting text that said, "Ugh, like I can't stand my marriage. Like I wish he was just gone," or something along those lines. It was far more than that.
Even saying it like that's extreme.
The concerns that I have about the case are
Yeah.
when Mr. Amato's phone is seized and they look into it, what you can see is on October 2nd of 2024, there is a text exchange between Ms. Goodwin and Mr. Amato, who is a convicted murderer out of Florida.
Where the hell is it? Oh, here it is.
Wow.
She is
Right by my
commenting
house.
that her husband would never accept a divorce. She says things like, "I'm so anxious, I just can't believe this is happening. Like, what the F?"
Oh my God, am I at the top of
I'm
it?
a bad person. And when Mr. Amato asks, "Well, why do you say that?" and she's like, "Because I'm choosing to end his existence, not divorce." Those are very serious.
Unbelievable.
In his existence.
Shit.
I mean, just hearing this is making me sick to my stomach. Breaks my heart for Aaron, you know, it really does.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that dude's going through. Still. By the way, she's not crying. If you think she's crying, you're wrong. Not one tear is shed the entire time. I don't know if she just like rubbed her nose.
Crocodilian tear! This girl's full of baloney!
She rubbed her nose.
B-O-L-O-G-N-A, in case you didn't know. And don't even blame it on
She
those
made her
shaggy
nose red.
glasses catching the tears, making me sick to my stomach.
When you couple that with on that same date, she is relaying information Mr. Goodwin was in Barstow.
Now you got nothing. Nothing. Bro, compared to what she looks like with makeup is wild. She looks smoking with makeup on. I don't get why we don't pick women. Like, women don't come up to us. I don't get that. I really don't, because some of you girls, man, holy cow. We're dealt with what we get, and that we gotta stick to. We gotta figure out a way. You know, you gotta be funny or something. Girls can just throw some makeup on and.
All of that's very serious. And the one thing I didn't see in that report was simply, at no point does Ms. Goodwin
What
ever
the?
try to claw back. At no point
You
does she
fucking kidding me? I just put stuff in here.
I don't really want to go through, like, you don't ever see anything along those lines. And that really is ultimately the concern for the state about
What?
the seriousness of it. And so whatever you think is appropriate is certainly appropriate. I just think at the end of the day, we don't see these solicitations very often.
Magic.
Like, you know, I handle murders. We don't really get solicitation cases very often.
I was locked up with a few individuals with this kind of crime, and they all had money. The ones I met, they always had coffee too, so if I ever ran
Interesting.
out, I'd go straight to the murder for hire cell. And his coffee tastes better for some reason. Same damn stuff though. Maybe because it's from a rich cell. But once again, this is a very frightening and sickening situation, so let's lighten the mood with an informational courtroom analysis. First and foremost, an American and state flag, paired with Roman Centurion bathhouse tiles. Wow. And it looks like they're keeping it classy with the furniture and the trim. Definitely mahogany. And for anybody that doesn't know, it's a strong,
Papa.
usually reddish brown, heavy wood of a West Indian tree.
Let's
that
get
is
some
widely used
Popeye
to
in
make
there.
furniture. But to see it paired with Elon Musk's false moon lighting and the inmates' Crocs that match the tumbler top is blowing my mind. Is that a 1992 foldable retractable long neck projector from Radio Shack? Goodness gracious, I've seen one of those go for like $20K on Antique Roadshow. But man, this court's really taking everything into consideration, even the handicap. I've never seen rails like this in a courtroom. Anybody could get up these stairs. And last but not least, not a clock in sight. That way nobody knows how much time they're exactly sentenced to. Man, this court...
Rugged Lantern. What?
That long neck Radio Shack really could bring it up to a 10.
What you talking about, man?
That's a lot of detail, a lot of locations, and a lot of money that I think elevates this to a certain level of
yeah, there's definitely plan.
Get out of here, bitch.
For sure.
For Aaron, I think Aaron
Stand
is
away.
going to share with you how this really impacts him, and I don't think I can do that justice, but I will submit it to the discretion of the board.
Your Honor, and I just like to comment briefly on the facts. I know you wrote a longer sentencing memo, and I appreciate your patience because I know you read it. With regards to the facts, there is, to me, a clear line where Ms. Goodwin had abandoned the conspiracy.
Please don't call her that.
We may disagree, and I don't know what's going to do with the state, whereas who initiated the idea of...
Takes a real piece of shit to insist on calling her Miss Goodwin. I know you're her lawyer, but no.
She had nothing further, no efforts were made, and the phone exchange. I'd also comment that we can see that neither Mr. Amato or Mr. Gordo, as we sit here, have ever been charged with a crime. So it's just Ms. Goodwin who sits here today, and as far as I know, there's no intention to ever file charges against either of those individuals.
Now, I don't know if this part became public or not, but if I were to guess, those guys didn't get charged because, if I remember correct, all of this was unraveled because there was a cell phone inside the inmate's cell, and the COs found it and started going through it, and they
Good
seen
for
all the
them.
messages, contacted
Found them.
authorities, and got the ball moving. But if I weren't the inmates charged with this, if I were to guess, just a guess, because I don't want to put nothing on nobody's name now, but they probably started rolling on her as soon as they got caught with the cell phone.
Yeah,
But
probably.
I said, look, bro, I wasn't being serious. I
Guaranteed.
was just trying to make some money off her getting a quick 11 grand. I was never planning on going to kill dude. And Gordo ain't even real. I made him up.
Probably the truth too. How did I not see this weapons factory for the last 2 days? Get out of here, bitch. Fuck it. Where's this piece of shit? Oh. Get out of there. Josephine. She's on fire.
There was a call to the police that was outlined in the sentencing memo, and that was the reason for the additional payments. It wasn't a continued, thing more and more. We really got to make this happen. There was the initial payment, and after that, the circumstances had substantially changed.
And trying to make it sound better?
The state mentioned, and you look today, Ms. Goodwin is a person who prior to this had never been in any kind of trouble.
And that's why she distanced herself because she realized the inmate was nothing but a script. Like I just said, man, I promise I ain't seen that. And the first video I did on I like to keep my reactions authentic here in the courtroom. It kind of harms me sometimes when I'm going to break down certain situations I wish I knew beforehand, but it's all definitely just been a big store herd clown ass the whole time.
Yeah. Oh shit. He got wiped up. Wow.
So she sat in custody for 92 days when the family would have gladly posted a bond to get her out of custody, but she wanted to come before the court and let everyone here know that she thinks there are consequences for her actions.
Making the
Might
same
do good.
faces with not one damn teardrop.
Yeah.
Not even a dusty crocodile.
She's an ugly crier.
Up here. It's like the surface of Mars.
Pricking those lips.
Look, I forgot what I was even gonna damn say. Oh yeah, that's right. This
Stupid.
case did go by pretty quick when I seen it pop up on my phone.
Yeah, it did.
this morning. I was completely shocked that it went through the process so fast. Sentencing, right? And it makes sense from what he just said. She doesn't want to make
Alright,
this
that's
a
it.
long, drawn-out thing and put
I
stress
believe.
on her. It seems as if she is a graduation to take some responsibility for what he did and is throwing herself at the mercy of the courts. I can't wait to see what she's sentenced to.
We would submit that she's
She ain't gonna get shit for what she deserves. Not at all.
Probation?
and she's never been in trouble before. She's gonna move. She has
Oh
no
no.
need to have further
She's gotta
contact
pay
with Mr.
something.
Goodman. They don't have children.
Yeah, I think she gets 9 years. 4 years. I don't remember. It's fucking bullshit what she gets. I think she's got a lot more.
In the sentencing memo about her
How the
physical
fuck do I get in there?
She has very serious health issues.
Ah, okay. What is this, Dying Light, motherfucker?
She is in custody. She has one of the most painful illnesses you can have. If Your Honor felt that she did need a little bit more, you know, we don't think 92 days has gotten her attention. She's never going to be in front of Your Honor for any kind of violation. She's never going to have any further problems. We, of course, would understand there would be stringent conditions. She has no contact with Mr. Goodman, and she has no need to ever have contact with them. We would just ask the court to give her one opportunity at probation for someone who's lived the life that she's lived, has one terrible mistake, but that's the only mistake.
Clear your
she's made.
throat.
She immediately tried to take full responsibility for it. Before she was arrested, she had clearly abandoned any efforts to be part of that conspiracy, and we think she's worthy of probation, and I'd like to have her say a few words as well.
Hey, the attorney did pretty well, but you know who has the last word? Prosecution, man. And those paintings that they paint
Yep.
are detailed to make sure that you get smoked. Ooh, this could be juicy.
Christ.
Firstly and most importantly,
Bobby, chill!
I apologize to Aaron.
Shut up.
I'm so immensely sorry for the pain and anxiety I've caused you and the betrayal you undoubtedly and rightfully feel by my actions.
Yeah.
I need you to know that I will always hold love for you.
Oh my god. I only just wanted to kill you, that's all.
And I will bow out of your life forever to hopefully ease that
She's
process.
stupid.
I'm sorry I broke us.
She's stupid.
Every day. My absolute promise to you is that you will never see or hear from me. I intend to leave the state of Nevada, and you and anyone else will never be in danger of me ever again. Secondly, I'd like to apologize to my parents. My actions are not a reflection of how you raised me with unwavering love and support, and I know I'm
Hey, if I were the judge, I'd be like, you ain't kidding nobody. I don't see no tears.
I'd like to
So,
apologize to the court.
I don't know who you're trying to kid, but it ain't me. I'd be like, I see this shit all day.
My regrettable choices and monumental lapse in judgment.
Oh my god, look at that.
I'll never forgive myself.
You need to be apologizing to my viewers for not shedding one tear.
Prior to my arrest,
What's he called? Crocodile?
toward mending my marriage, you corrected my mistakes that led me here.
Okay, guys. Oh,
Now having
it's got a baby.
spent 2 days in jail,
Gotta leave it alone.
I have time to reflect on my foolishness, and I'm that much more committed to never getting in trouble again.
I'm sorry, Mama.
I'm doing better in every aspect of my life, especially with my mental health. I am truly ashamed, embarrassed, and disappointed with myself, and am deeply and sincerely remorseful for my actions. This is not a reflection of who I am, nor the person I want to be.
I like how Aaron comes in right after because it shows what actual crying
My heart
looks
goes out
like.
to you, bro. I think I might cry. Bobby, don't you dare get your hand away from that button. Don't you dare. Oh man. They brought him the tissue box immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, this is real love, real tears. You know, if I were to guess, I don't think they brought the Kleenex box to him that quick unless he's already crying. If
They
he
did
ain't
that on
crying,
purpose.
that's kinda disrespectful, man.
Guarantee
Oh, man,
you.
I don't need that.
100% they did that on purpose, that fast, to show her, yeah, we know you ain't fucking crying. I mean, put yourself in their shoes, like court staff. You see all this going on, she's not even shedding a tear, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking show this bitch I know she ain't crying.
Oh, man, he can barely spell his name. How's he gonna say anything up here? He's hurt,
What?
Man.
I got everything done.
I'm hurt. I'm crying inside.
Your Honor, for 7 years I thought I was in the most loving of marriage with my best friend. Someone who I trusted in full heart and laughed with every day. Someone who made me feel like I was safe. Like I was her one and only.
Where are they?
I was loyal to her and did whatever I could to make her happy. I thought we were something very special.
You thought wrong, man.
And so did
She's a
everyone
piece of
else.
shit.
After finding out she was cheating on me in September of last year with multiple men, including the man going by the name Vincent. who turned
I love
out
how
to
he
be
just
an Amato. I
threw
gave
that
him
out
the
there.
option of divorce, where we could try to work it out. Because
That's
I
right,
loved her
man.
so much.
Throw it out there. Let everyone know. Graham? What? That sounds familiar. That sounds super
I
familiar.
felt so bad, and I didn't want to lose me. Every day she made me feel so more special, and she was so sorry. She put. Now discovering she put a head out to kill me more than once.
Oh, no!
Got blackmailed and spent almost all our savings to keep it quiet. And fell more in love with Amato. They even got spiritually married.
What?
And now I was called the first husband. Savings to keep it quiet.
What is he?
And fell more in love with Amato. They even got spiritually married.
What?
And now I was called the first husband.
Oh,
They
my.
talked until she was arrested. And she sought his help to kill me.
I gotta get tears off before we move forward. They're all over my shirt. This is sad and absolutely unbelievable. Look, she ain't even sad or sympathetic no more now that he's speaking. She just
No, you should see the way she looks at him.
This has led me to fear my life. I've hired armed security for weeks.
Damn it,
Not knowing if
Aaron.
it was over or not. Always looking over my shoulder and having to go through therapy. And even trying to understand any of it. It's like a heartbreak no one should go through in life.
Oh, thank you.
I can't
Jeez.
trust anything anymore. I cry every day. I feel so
Alright, now we can go in.
She grew me into a person I
The way she looks at him is fucking bastard. Yeah, that side eye is. Oh, yeah, I can see it. She despises him.
until the detectives told me after she was arrested.
She's having a tough time faking crying, too, because she hates him so much. What was that?
I can't trust anything anymore. I cry every day. I feel so alone.
Not one tear.
She grew me into a person I never was. I will always wonder why. But worst of all, she lied to me every day. I didn't know about any of the murder plot, the hitman, or the blackmail until the detectives told me after she was arrested. Now behind bars, she's trying to manipulate the lawyers and trying to side with me and not come here today. So I wouldn't be standing. In honor of this person here, I don't know it all. Not one bit. The fact that this person did what it's doing with no worry, no care, with love in her heart for me. I will never feel the same. I will never feel safe or be the same because of what she did.
especially when she gets out one day. She claims she's remorseful now that she's been caught, but there at no time before did she ever try to stop this from happening. She tried to have me killed. She gave my location to people. I truly believe we were trying. I truly believe with people she truly believed were going to harm me. She even asked for the updates on the murder. And this was all when I was just her loving husband, I thought. Whether she got minimal or maximum time, I still won't feel safe whenever she's released.
She was checking for updates on his death like an Amazon package.
I feel like this deserves prison time. I don't know.
What? Of course it does. It's a life sentence. Possibly death in the chamber. That suit is wonderful. Aaron, I love it. You did wonderful. You'll be okay. And you'll find true love one of these days. Very soon. I can see it in your future.
Fenwick pleaded guilty on April 22nd, 2025 in accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada. We hereby plead guilty of the offense conspiracy to commit murder, category Bravo felony. In addition to the $25 administrative assessment fee, $150 DNA testing fee to include testing for genetic markers, and $3 administrative assessment fee, the court does now sentence you to a minimum term of 36 months and a maximum term of 90 months in the Nevada Department of Corrections.
Thank you, Mr. Honor.
90 months, sir. Thank you.
Wow. 36 dusty months?
Anything else, Ray?
36 dusty months? That ain't no smoking. That's a damn slap on the wrist. What is it, 3 years? And she could get a maximum of 90. She ain't gonna get that because she's
Yeah,
obviously gonna be
ain't
in
nothing.
prison. She don't look like no troublemaker, man. So 3 dusty years. Unreal to me, honestly. Guys I've seen go through these situations, I can't remember exactly, but they got way more time than that. But my prayers go out to old Aaron in this situation. That would be hard to trust
Yeah.
anyone after something like this.
Must be responsive.
But I'm out here, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed the update and stay tuned.
Oh, nice.
I had a story about an inmate dying in prison is a very gruesome way, so stay tuned for that. And the only way to do that.
I wanna hear that. What the fuck?
That notification bell is setting it to all. In the meantime, though, as always, y'all be easy, be safe, and more importantly than anything, stay free.
Okay. The Martians held a disquieting serenity to them that night.
Welcome everybody to another.
No breeze passed through the gnarled trees. No stirrings rose the murky waters. Not even a cricket sang through the grasses, rough grasses. All was calm, dark. It called to Hendrik. It called to Hendrik. Away from the warm hearts. Wow, I can't. Away from the warm hearths of the town, he wandered, breathing the stagnant air as if it were life itself. Magwitch Town was secure, familiar, but busy. Here in the stillness, solitude was freedom. He relished in it even as a sharp gust blew across his scalp. He closed his eyes as another came, then another and another, accompanied by the flapping of the leathered wings and soul-piercing screech. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me today. I can't read. I'm reading like a damn preschooler. Alright. Oh. Let's see. I'm just gonna throw on the game. Well, it's 9 o'clock. Maybe I should just get off. Yeah, I'm just gonna take off. I'll probably stay on for a while, but there's no sense. So, then again, what could hurt, right? I'll keep it that way, maybe. Fuck it. Fuck it. Change my mind.
Their thick and hearty smoked out courtroom session of Lockdown 23 and 1.
Okay. Whoa.
That's
Where am I
right,
going?
ladies and gentlemen, we're jumping into the courtroom once again. And today the defendant has no idea what's about to be coming her way. So let's get right into it. If you're new to the channel and enjoy all things lockup and crime related, then this is where you want to be. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave. And check out my playlist with many more videos for you to start watching today.
Versus Patricia Ann Turpin. It's case number 2023, CR 486. Amber Norris appearing for the state of Kansas. James Watts, defense counsel.
What's beyond the gate?
Defendant Patricia Ann Turpin now appears
The headquarters.
at the court security Zoom location at the Judicial Center. Ms. Turpin, you were late to your
I was
sentencing?
in the other building. I didn't know which building to go to, and I ended up in the other building. That's why I was late.
Sounds like a typical excuse to get the case continued. I've done that trick a few times. Oh, Your Honor, I was a little late. I apologize. I went to the wrong courtroom. Can we just push this out a couple more months, man? You know, even though I was going to jail today.
All right. I don't think
Dethrone the
held in that
queen?
building for 21 years.
I've never been to court here, ever.
Oh, really? That's it?
How are you going to go to a courthouse that ain't been active in 2 decades? That bitch was abandoned. Nobody in it.
Better time for sentencing. Docket notes of June 18th indicate the defendant pled guilty to count 3, computer crime, level 8 felony, pre-sentence court order, sentencing August 12th, and computer crime.
Every police department nowadays has a cyber division, professional experts in the digital world. Keep this
Sentencing originally set for August 12th, subsequently rescheduled to today's date. The court has been updated, pre-sentence report compiled by Ryan Smith, investigator, who is part of this meeting. Plus, each attorney has received the updated report, and I'll ask the state's attorney first. Is there any objection to the
There's another one?
as stated in the report?
I did
Where?
receive the update, Your Honor, and no objection.
Any objection to criminal history here? Mr. Watts? You're muted.
Oh, shit. There's another one?
Court will adopt criminal history score applicable to today's sentence. Score H. Proceed further accordingly. Ms. Norris, do you know of any legal reason why sentence should not be pronounced in the Turpin case here in the Senate?
I'm toast.
Mr. Watts, are you aware of any such legal reason? Turpin, are you aware of a legal reason
Where's
or
his-
any other good reason why the court should proceed further with your sentencing?
No, sir.
Man, do you have any good reason why the court shouldn't continue with your smoking? Ah, man, you knew it was coming. But she's definitely looking confused after that question. How about Your Honor? Please just give me one more month of freedom, all right?
Jesus
That's
Christ,
why I
Josephine.
went to the courthouse.
Proceed further. Any other citizen
Damn.
motion to take up? Does the state have any such
On
reason?
both of them, but bitches.
Does the defense differ? Are there any members of the victim's family who desires to
Damn,
arrest
Josephine.
in relation to this sentencing? Who is Deborah's iPhone? Jackson.
It's the victim witness coordinator in the office.
Okay, all right, fair enough. And there's no family members with her?
Not that I'm aware of. I'm not sure who Deborah's iPhone is.
Is there someone whose screen name is Deborah's iPhone who wishes to address the court? in relation to this Turpin sentencing?
She's trolling. Get her out of here.
Just like to have a yes or a no.
Probably not need to. This is Deborah. No, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah.
It's time then to roll that council bring an appropriate sentence to Turpin, beginning with Amber Norris on behalf of the state.
What did she do?
Hey, man.
Your Honor, state would be recommending
Dang on dying,
for
man.
felony crime of computer crime.
Oh yeah, that's right. Computer
The
crime.
court followed the presumption and assigned defendant to 9 months.
All right,
in the
I'll go
Department
up
of
here in a minute.
Corrections. Defendant would be able to earn 20% good time credit.
What?
And would be subject to 12 months post-release. Defendant has earned 2 days of jail time credit.
Oh, she's breaking
And,
down already.
Your Honor, this is a presumptive probation matter based on the crime and defendant's criminal
Okay.
history. So I asked the court to assign her to 18 months community corrections probation with all standard
Right.
recommended probation conditions, including a drug evaluation,
Okay.
no contact, and
That made
Your
no
Honor,
sense.
this is a community corrections case, so the court will need to assess standard
Okay.
probation and costs in the case, and also the community corrections fee. There is restitution in the amount of $1,305.44. Some of that goes to the victim's family, and some of it goes to the bank. We'll make sure that the dollar amounts are specifically set out in the journal entry. Mr. Watts is appointed, so the court will need to address appointed attorney's fees and the bid's application fee. And, Your Honor, I don't think I have any further recommendations for the court at this time.
Very well, Ms. Norris. Mr. Watts, recommendations regarding an appropriate sentence?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we join the state's recommendation. They are in keeping with the plea agreement. I believe join the recommendation of the mitigated 9 months with the post-release and probation durations and good time credits as noted. We likewise have no objection to the execution that is set out in the PSI. I don't know that I have.
Made
a
no
lot to say,
fucking
Your Honor.
sense,
Thank you.
man.
Your fees and the representation of this client?
That's what I was going back to get.
Thank you.
Alright, so what I'm gathering here is there's a plea deal up on the table. 9 months in jail, but they're all suspended, and she gets to go home on probation.
At this time, the court will address the defendant, Patricia Turpin, personally, and ask her if she has any statements that she wishes to make in mitigation of punishment or anything further that she would like to present to the court. Ms. Turpin?
I just want to apologize to the victim's daughter. I'm very sorry for what I did, and
Okay.
I just
Saw you.
I really just want to say sorry to her.
Any other statements for the court, Ms. Turpin?
No.
Very well. Court will pronounce sentence in this case at this time. Court hereby establishes count 3 as the base sentence in the case for the offense of computer crime. A severity level 8, non-drug, non-person felony. Defendant has a criminal history score of 8. No probation box 8H. Court hereby sentences the defendant to a term of 9 months in custody of the Secretary of Corrections in the state of Kansas. On this sentence, the defendant may earn up to 20% of good time credit and would be subject to 12 months of post-release supervision. No fine is imposed on that count. Court does note that in grid box 8H, this would be a presumptive
Okay.
probation case under Kansas law. There does not appear to be a special rule application here.
Should
or
be a
motion
boss
from the
fight going on here.
to disturb that presumption. And the court will grant the defendant 18 months of initial probation term to be supervised by Community Corrections. Community Corrections supervision is deemed appropriate due to the high risk score on the risk needs assessment that was conducted in this case. Conditions of that probation will be to report to an officer as directed, observe all laws, obtain a substance abuse evaluation within 45 days of today's date and abide by the recommendations of that evaluation. She shall not possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs while on probation. At her ISO's request and at her own expense, submit to random breath, blood, and urinalysis testing.
Durability.
Perform any community service work pursuant to any program requirements. Gain and maintain employment successfully throughout her probationary term. Notify her ISO of any change in employment status, residence, telephone number, or email address within 48 hours of any such change happening. Have no contact with the victim in this case or members of the victim's immediate family. She shall submit her DNA to the KBI data bank and be responsible for the $200 cost of the test. Abide by any curfew or travel restrictions imposed by her officer. Follow all standard conditions of probation. Not have in her possession firearms or dangerous weapons, and avoid disreputable characters and places. The defendant shall also make monthly payments on her obligations owed to the court, which would include a felony docket fee, felony probation fee, community corrections fee, the $200 DNA fee, and a bids application fee of $100. Attorney.
I'm broke though, Your Honor. Stop hitting me with so many fucking fees.
As the court will also be ordering this defendant to pay $1,305.44 in restitution to the victims in the case, as their interest may appear. Ms. Turpin, there's one other order that the court wishes to consider in this case. This court, unfortunately, has to see many cases where vulnerable people are exploited by others. I wish it was not
She's
so
screwed.
prevalent. However, this needs to stop. You are not new to the court system. You have, I believe, 3 prior property crime offenses on your record. So you're not new to this, and yet you exploited this helpless woman who was the victim in this case. And the court does have discretion, despite the fact that the legislature has determined you're not a prison case, that the court can impose up to 60 days in the county jail as a condition of probation. And that's exactly what the court's going to do here, Ms. Turpin.
Please don't.
The court is going to order you to serve 58 days more because you've got 2 days of jail time.
I'm wondering if that's what the victim was saying when she was getting everything stolen from her.
Time credit against that sentence.
Something like that.
Starting immediately.
Oh, please don't do
Ms. Turpin, you are an incredibly poor risk.
You start begging like that, you're not going to get anything.
Don't talk over me.
Oh my goodness.
You're an extremely poor risk to show up in jail on any type of schedule because you couldn't even make your sentencing on time today. Further, last time you were directed to appear at the Judicial Center and you did. Look, we're not going to talk over.
Should have came earlier.
I've made my ruling. You're not going to cry your way out of it.
Oh no, Your Honor.
Please.
She's sorry.
I
Please.
got my grandkids outside.
Oh, no.
You're doing 60 days, dude. 60 days.
Judge, I have my grandkids outside. You let her out. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sentence you like
Whoa.
that. I got overworked.
The realm
See,
walker.
I'd be a pushover judge for sure.
The next morning, the patrolling company guard found Hendricks' remains strewn across the rocks of the bog. His fear-stricken face, the only part of him left identifiable. The explorers who helped us settle here hoist the harpies, leave the faces intact on purpose, where they serve as a warning to us or other harpy covens, or the faceless use them as an inspiration for the expressions they grow, we may never know. But Hedrick, the first of us to perish at these lands of the realm, lies buried as a warning to heed the wisdom of realm walkers past. Venture not into the mirror alone at night, lest you seek an audience with the queen. Oh, yeah, sure. Why is it in the middle of you guys' room then? Oh, Your Honor. There's parts of me where I always feel bad for people when they start begging. But then I think of the victims and I'm like, No.
Sure, but look, if
Well, this
you
is
were
something
definitely in there with some
stupid, you know.
paperwork, I didn't like, you're getting
Then I kind of feel
smoked
bad if they get a
from
bad,
here to
like
Kingdom Come, man.
Judge Middleton when he gave that victim jail time for, you know, saying I lost everything because I got hit by the car from that drunk driver, and you know, I felt bad for her for sure. But you can't just keep speaking up when he's like telling you stop, you know. I don't know. Bad day.
The court has announced 10 days of jail time credit. At some point in the future, Ms. Turpin, you may have the right to seek expungement of this offense.
Oh, you got
Certain
50 days
statutory
left.
Limitations do apply. If you have any
If
questions
that.
about your right to someday seek expungement, you can address those questions to a lawyer, and I'm sure get your questions answered. Under certain limited circumstances, defendants have a right to appeal their conviction to an appellate court having jurisdiction. And if defendants are unable to pay the
By the
cost
time
of
you
appeal,
appeal it, you'll be
they
out.
may ask the court to appoint a lawyer to represent them on appeal, and that they be supplied with a transcript of trial court proceedings. Pursuant to KSA
Alright.
223608C, you, the defendant, have 14 days after this judgment in court to file any notice of appeal with the clerk.
The
of District
mother.
Court of County, Kansas. You do have the right to
Boy.
appeal the sentence if the court has ruled reversed or I remind you, there's prohibitions against a convicted felon possessing a firearm. And if there are lots of civil rights, such as the right to vote, until your sentence is fully discharged.
But look, this is like the worst case possible scenario.
Ah, okay. I see what you're doing here, you little bitch.
At the very end, then he put the cherry on top. Even though legislation says this isn't a prison sentence. I'm sick and tired of y'all taking advantage of the weak. We've been doing this way too often, and now it's time for someone to get painted up.
You ugly ass bitch. Oh, what's wrong? Am I kicking your ass? Am I kicking your ass, mama? Oh my god, bro! There's that stupid fucking poison where you can't move. That's what I'm guessing it is.
Your Honor, I've been firing him. He ain't doing nothing for me. He's just letting the court steamroll that stuff all over the place.
Bitch. Please, Judge, please. I only got a couple grand out of her. I only got a couple thousand. Sorry, I just don't feel bad for her at all.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt like the judge scheduled entries in jail. Okay, you know, sometimes the judge will let you get before you have to turn yourself in.
Come on, little one, get over here. I'm not gonna let her do all the work. You little fucking bitch. Come here, you the queen. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody scared of your ass. Not me. You ugly mama. Ugly ass bitch.
Right? That's what I would have done. Anyways, I want y'all to get one thing.
Thank you for keeping them busy.
It doesn't matter your circumstances, your job, situation,
So I
family,
can kill her.
health, nothing. You break a certain kind
Ugly
of
ass
law,
bitch.
chances are you're going to jail. Anyways, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen, and stay tuned. I got a crazy video. A neighbor that I haven't spoken to since I moved into this house came up to me in Britain saying some wild, outlandish claims about another neighbor. Man, I gotta break this down to y'all. It's crazy. Stay tuned. Little cul-de-sac juice. I ain't done that in a while. Not to mention, yesterday I seen the heaviest police presence I've ever seen in my life on the way to the casino. I'm talking about at least 200 cops. I mean, undercover minivans. And they weren't even in the county they were supposed to be, so I'm thinking maybe it was a police chase. But I look it up this morning and there's nothing. I mean, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the town that those police are from, let's just say they call it the Secret City. Yeah, we'll get there, ladies and gentlemen, so stay tuned. But as always, until the next time, y'all be easy, be safe, and more importantly than anything, stay free.
What am I gonna do? I got 2 pigs? Oh. Okay.
First up, we're in Ann Arbor, Michigan for a motion hearing.
Welcome everybody to another thick and hard.
Hey, let's look at a bunch of clips that we already seen like 18,000 times. No. No. The fuck? 23 and fun. Oh, what is this? Uh-oh. That's some scary shit,
All right,
man.
buddy, so what's your name and where you from, man?
My name's TK, also known as Twisted Kid on Clearwater, Florida.
All right, for those of y'all that haven't seen our first little episode that we did already, he talked a lot about the JIT camps and meeting Jake over there from EOS. A lot of, because look, this is a funny situation. It's a funny topic. People can laugh at it sometimes, but for real, it's something serious because there's some dudes out there that's really living in straight hell right now. You know, doing things he probably never in a million years thought he'd do. So, I mean, how does this shit typically happen out there in Florida, man? These guys just kind of butter them
God.
Mm-hmm.
up until they break or what?
Yeah, usually they're like, usually it'll be like, they'll try to come up there, strike up a regular conversation. It's called finesse. So they'll try to like strike up a regular conversation. Yeah. You try to get cool with them, act like they friends. Next thing you know, they eating with them, and you know, it's getting high with them, and they're all nodding out, smoking K2 and stuff. And next thing you know, their legs getting touched. It's crazy, bro.
You watch this shit go down, man?
Gross.
No, I'm
Oh yeah, all the time, bro. Listen, all the time. I had a couple times, bro, to where like I let somebody know, I'm like, bro, usually I don't stick my nose in nobody's business, bro, but you hanging with a booty bandit, bro. He trying to get you.
What the hell he say?
I ain't think I'm
What the
tripping.
hell did you say to him? What did he say to you after you told him that, man?
I mean, I don't even stick around, bro. I just say it to go, stick and move.
Oh, okay. I wonder what the hell he was thinking after that, man. Wonder if he even knew. That's crazy. Any of that shit jumping off in the JIT camps?
Like booty bandits?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say really like. So you got booty bandits and you got Fruit Loops. You know the.
Okay.
The booty bandits are somebody they're gonna try to take something, basically. They're gonna try you. Those are like what we call like pretty much they'll be like old school. They people usually are people like older. They've been in prison for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
We call them booty bandits, where they're gonna try to finesse you out of something. Then you have people that they engage in homosexuality, you know, and we don't really say that they're booty bandits because they're not, you know, trying to steal some booty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them dudes get messed with a lot in the penitentiary down there. Gay dudes in general. You guys just kind of just let them ride and let them do their own thing, or what?
I mean, for the most part, bro, pretty much everybody just they act like they don't see it.
Yeah.
They act like they don't see it. Yeah.
But they don't smash on like, you know, just for the hell of it because of their sexual orientation or anything like that.
Nah, bro, I've seen some people that's on that's on that type of time, bro. That the average person wouldn't even mess with it, bro. This person would just destroy something.
Yeah, I see some guys like that. Are you on probation or parole or anything like that right now?
Nothing.
That's
Okay, so
fucking
you came-
weird, man.
So you did day for day.
Oops. I didn't mean to. Let's just. I mean, like I'm talking about the guys that say, "Oh, I'm only gay in prison." That's what I'm talking about. No, you are straight up gay, buddy. I don't know why you're trying to act like you ain't. What is this? Oh, this is Kronos. Yeah, I started liking it, and like I said, as soon as I got killed in 2 hits, I was just like, nah, I'm good. I might go back to it. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, I'm gonna get off. There's no point in being online. White women under attack, but yeah. Since life in prison.